I'm Harry.
And I am not. I'm Richard.
Whoa. You right there?
Yeah, I'm good.
Oh, okay.
What happened? What'd I do?
I don't know. This is Dead Decks, though. And welcome.
Welcome or something.
Yeah.
Dead Decks. Yeah, buddy. All right, buddy. Yeah.
So, where were we? Still Abu Dhabi?
We're still in Abu Dhabi.
Yeah, it's hot outside.
I don't like this backwards hat shit.
I am well.
Yep, that's where we live.
Yep, it's hot. It's a lot of sand.
Yeah, sand, yep.
Yeah.
Making a pearl right now. So, what the hell are we talking about today?
Today we're talking about why we collect and a little bit of what we collect and the different ways you can collect.
Yeah.
It's all about collecting.
Yeah, it's about saying words.
Yeah.
In the cameras.
In the cameras. For the 2.2 people that watch this. At this point, it's going to, I say slowly drift down to 3/4 of a person, but it's not going to slowly drift down.
No.
It's
going to plummet about now. 2.2, I think we're growing, though. That's pretty good.
No, give us a little bit of benefit of the doubt there at the beginning, you know.
Yeah. So, yeah, reasons we collect, reasons why anybody collects, that kind of shit.
Different things that we do collect and how we collect. Because there's different levels of collecting. I don't know, it's fucking confusing.
Yeah.
But
if collecting is our drinking word in this video, you're a dead motherfucker.
Yep.
At least gonna be in a coma here soon.
Collect. There you go.
Shit. Jug.
Yep. Yeah, if you're doing a shot at a time, whoa.
Yeah, you're in bad shape by now.
Now, I'm not responsible if you fucking die. That's all on you. I ain't gonna take that.
Well, in terms of just generic reasons why people collect, nostalgia is one of them.
Yeah.
Either for the property or just for CCGs in general.
Yeah. And, you know, we focus mainly on dead games, but a lot of people collect, you know, Magic, Pokemon. Most people don't even play Pokemon. They just like the Pokemon shit.
Yeah, I'm suspicious that most people don't play much of anything anymore.
Yeah, and we're kind of guilty of that ourselves. We've been doing a channel now for 6 months, and we hardly ever really actually play. We do plan to rectify that and rectify. And actually start playing because we do enjoy playing these games. It's just time is a bitch, man.
Yeah, we do. We play with cards more than we play cards.
Yeah, and we look at them even more because back to what we're talking about. Another way to collect is this sealed stuff. You just leave it all in the original packaging and just look at it.
Yeah, just look at it.
Yep. Ain't that pretty. Just sealed shit.
Yep, I used to hate that, and Harry's finally converted me to where I'm actually getting some sealed stuff.
Yeah, I do like the sealed stuff. There's something about, I don't know, maybe it's the delaying the gratification of the disgratification.
Yeah.
gratification. I get a little snort in there too. I don't know. I like the fact that it's stuff that's old as fuck, 20, 25, 30 years old.
Yeah.
Maybe not 30. It's pushing it, but it's still sitting in its original shrink wrap and never been opened, and could be at any time. And I don't know, something about it. I like it.
Yeah.
I got a lot of it.
Especially if I get to looking at it too long.
Yeah, it
could become open any second.
Any second. Yeah, I've got everything from old shit. I wish I had old Magic. I don't, but I've got stuff that came out about the same time, and all the way up to current Magic stuff and Flesh and Blood, and I even got some Medizu.
Well, shit, we're gonna get 2.2 dislikes now.
Yep.
Can't say Medizu.
Hit that motherfucker.
Thumbs down.
Anyway.
Another angle to collect from. One of these days, this bat's gonna just fly out of my hand.
And break something.
Yeah, it's gonna tear some shit up. Just pure bulk. And no, not because you're a fat bastard like me. I mean, because you want to own a whole bunch of shit.
You just want to own it all. Every goddamn thing.
Yeah. Maybe it's a personality trait or you're obsessive.
You likely have hoarder tendencies if you do this.
Yeah, maybe it's hoarders. Because I have seen splasher bulk people. Not set collectors, just blah.
Yeah.
Whatever's cheap, I just want to have 18 bazillion cards.
And I had recently told myself that I would not be a bulk collector, but I've recently picked up some Magic the Gathering at yard sales and auctions and stuff. And I'm finding it hard to think about parting with that. So, yeah.
Yep. You've accidentally converted to.
Yep. So now I have bulk. Now when it comes to, I buy, sell, and trade a lot of stuff. When it comes to sports cards and things of that nature, I do not want, and I just won't own bulk anymore. It's not worth the hassle. But collectible card games, I don't know. Something about it. It's hard to let go. Yeah. So I'm a bulk hoarder too. God damn it.
Yeah. Something that's somewhat related to bulk, but might be its own category is sorting. This is weird and sounds really nerdy, but I actually like sorting cards.
He does. I'm not as big a fan of it. Though I did pick up some Magic cards this weekend and somebody had, at a yard sale, somebody had put into sets. Hello, dog. And they're all in numerical order, and I don't know. I kind of like it. I ain't gonna lie. It's in binders, and it's party, man. It's party.
Yep, it's pretty nice.
Yeah.
So another angle that you can take is a set chaser, completionist.
Mm-hmm.
You just want to get one of everything they make.
Yeah, and the big angle on that is mainly, anybody can collect just a base set. That's the easy stuff. The true completionists want any chase cards that may be involved, promos, send-ins, all that shit. And there's games out there, some we covered, some we haven't, some we will, that some of that stuff is extremely rare and hard to come by. Where the base game is worth nothing, you can get all that shit dirt ass cheap. That's not the thrill. The thrill is all in the promos and chase cards.
Mm-hmm.
And some of that stuff is, man, it's hard to find.
Yeah, promos especially, because you just never know.
Yeah.
Made a few of them, threw them out there, and hard as hell to come by.
Yep.
So that kind of merges into, we were still talking about completionists, but it merges into the next one. You could just go after the chases and the rares.
Yeah.
And not care about the set at all.
Yep. Yeah, you just anything that's worth money or hard to get or just the rare cards in the set. That's how I treat sports cards. I want the rare and good stuff. I don't give a fuck about the chafe. Just get rid of that stuff. Done. And even on the Magic cards and stuff, if I was going to sort all that shit, then, I keep it all separate, mostly. Except those sets. I mean, it's kind of hard to break that up. It's party.
Another angle, which is a weird one, and I think is probably the most obscure on the list.
Yeah.
But going after a specific artist.
Yeah.
I know there are some.
Oh, excuse me. I'm so sorry.
Man, they might be more into art than they are actually CCGs, but yeah. I know there are some out there.
And there's people, there's some artists that transcend one game, and they're found in several different games. There's a couple of them we'll mention quickly. Is Brahm and Mark Poole. They're found, and Mark Poole. I'm hoping I'm getting this right. Yeah, Mark Poole, I think, is doing some Flesh and Blood now. The new Flesh and Blood set.
I didn't know that. I
think it's Mark Poole. I could be wrong. If I am, I still won't edit this out. But so that's 3 games I can think off the top of my head: Magic, Tempest of the Gods, and Flesh and Blood. And if it's not Mark Poole, then I'm completely wrong and whatever.
Yep. Another angle, kind of related to chase rares, I think, typically, is slab. There are people, it's more common in the sports card market, who literally will say they're just looking for slabs. Slabbed anything.
And it's starting to bleed over more into collectible card games. I'm guilty of this. I have a lot of slab stuff. And I'm starting to even slab stuff myself that is not big 3 stuff. Magic, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh! My main focus is on Magic, but I have some stuff that it's not. I mentioned that in other videos. Some of it I'll keep, some of it I'll sell. But I like slab stuff. It's one of my weaknesses. I guess everything's a weakness fucking now. I think everything we've talked about now, I'm like, oh yeah, I do that too.
I cover all the categories now. I got a problem.
Maybe we both do.
Lots of fucking problems, but...
Yeah. I mean, it's much more the investment side. A lot of times is the slab stuff. Grades mean everything. The higher the grade, the more value. Though there is an exception to that now. One of the trends I'm seeing is people wanting to collect a card specifically of every grade. So they want a 1 through 10.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah. And it is pretty cool if you look. I've seen a couple pictures where it shows the full spectrum of a 1 through 10, and just seeing how the card looks in each grade, it's pretty interesting.
Just making up difficult shit just to chase something difficult. That's fucking wild.
Well, because if a card has, for example, 50 1,000 PSA 10, which is a ton.
Yeah.
Like more than likely, that's a more modern card. But if you go back 10, 20 years, it's going to be hard to find a card that has, you know, a 1 through 10 spectrum. And even a newer card, you're not going to find many that's going to have a 1. So, ironically, a PSA 1 in some cases may be worth more than a PSA 10. Weird.
Yeah.
But it's going to happen. I guarantee you. There's going to be cards out there that are going to do that. For a while. Until people catch on, and then they'll crumple them up some PSA, get their 1, and then
start
market collapse.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So, on to probably one of my biggest, actually, is obscurity fetish. Well, I'll throw the word fetish in there. I like things that are obscure. I'm solely into it for that reason. That's, you know, not very well known, or even more well known, but regularly dinged for having bad mechanics and sucking ass. It makes me want to try to prove people wrong.
Try to like it.
And get something out of it.
Yeah. Can you get anything out of Magic Dragons? I mean, Flights of Fantasy?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Fat Sean Bean.
Fat Sean Bean. I think I give up on that one.
Yeah.
Most things I think you can extract something from, but no. That's just a piece of toilet paper.
Yeah. And really rough.
That shit on it.
I'd rather have toilet paper. I'd rather have toilet paper than.
Yeah, I don't think this one is probably least applies to you. You don't really care about if it's poorly reviewed or garbage. It doesn't really make you excited about it.
No. I don't have an exciting angle to it. It doesn't get me off that people don't like it or whatever.
I'm like, oh, $3 a box and everybody hates it. Fuck yeah, I'm in. I'm gonna buy it.
I mean, if I come across it, sure, whatever. But
yeah. Another one is, of course, I mean, a huge one is the property.
Yeah.
Which is what a lot of these money printers going after the mighty dollar. That's what they're doing.
There are exceptions, you know, properties like American Idol, and we use that example a lot. It was just a cash grab. Nobody gives a fuck about that. Nobody's collecting that.
No.
Now, you'll see Survivor, and that shit's supposedly expensive, but I think it's strictly rarity. I don't think anybody... there may be some people out there collecting. There's always exceptions to every fucking rule, you know, but generally speaking, nobody's wanting that shit. But there are a lot of properties that people just want it. Harry Potter. They want it for because it tickles their fancy.
Yeah.
And their nipples.
Oh, nipple tickles.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, for me, that's the Crow, by the way. That's one of mine. I do like original properties, too. I like RPG settings and things that just made up for the card game. Bourbon's fighting you.
It is. Trying to come back up.
Last one on our list is Publisher, which is certainly a legit way to go. Wizards of the Coast, an obvious example.
Yeah, they made a lot of games back in the mid-90s trying to catch Magic Gold, I guess, second time around. As far as I know, they never really did. They did make the Harry Potter stuff, but as far as longevity, they never really had another game that stood the test of time.
In that case, you know they're not going to make junk. That's one thing.
The mechanics theoretically should be good.
Yeah.
Because they've already been down that road.
Yeah. Know more about mechanics and aesthetics and production.
Yeah. We haven't got to this, but Hecatomb, I question that.
Yeah, that's a shitty one.
Yeah.
But then there could be like a niche market that one company does really well.
Yeah.
FPG is one for me that I like both games they made. I love Guardians, so that made me look to see what else they made. And Dark Age was on that list. So
yeah, Dark Age is quickly becoming one of my favorites in the genre. We played around with it a little bit, and we'll definitely get into that more. But as far as now I'm not gonna.
Yeah, whatever. Target's another one we both noticed that they made some interesting, cool kind of dark thematic stuff. So Publisher is more of a hey, they kind of do my thing. I know
Let's look into
like
them and see what else they got.
Yeah. So that's it. That's it for what we scribbled down.
Yeah.
If you can think of another one,
fuck
off.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, right.
You can tell us somewhere or not.
Or not. Don't bother.
Yeah, whatever.
All right. How'd we do?
Good enough.
Yeah, buddy.